Tuesday, September the 30th. Welcome, everybody, to the Daily Reader podcast on the Tony's Journey YouTube channel, where we read from a daily reader or a devotional, and we learn tools and principles, including but not limited to prayer, meditation, and breath work that help us to stay more present and to live better lives. We meet on here daily at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, unless there's some issue, I get sick or some kind of emergency or something else comes up. But I will do my best, y'all, to let y'all know if that happens, give y'all as much notice as I can. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to this channel for future podcast and episode updates. So this morning we're going to start off as we usually, as of recently anyway. I just started doing this a couple days ago. We're going to start off with gratitude, y'all. So in a minute I'm going to think of something I'm grateful for and share that with y'all. And if y'all are grateful, whatever you're grateful for, not if, but find something to be grateful for. So whatever that is, it could be just waking up today. It could be the beautiful weather you're having wherever you're at. It could be your mom, could be your dad. Whatever it is, don't just think about it and say it or put it in the comments, which you mean do that, that'd be awesome. I can see what you're grateful for as well. But actually embody gratitude, really bring up the gratitude from within and embody it. It works a whole lot better that way, y'all. Plus, you're being authentic, and you can really get that emotion to come up as well. Sometimes we escape from our feelings, numb our feelings. So we don't want to do that. So let's focus on this, and just if you take a minute, you can close your eyes for a minute if you want to do that. I'm actually going to do that as well. Let me get into the gratitude this morning. So I'm grateful for a friend last night, my storm chase partner as well. We got together and shared a meal together last night. Really enjoyed that. Then we have a news channel on here actually called Rapid News. If any of y'all are local to the upstate of South Carolina, you might want to check it out. But we went out and it was raining here. It looks like the first time it probably rained in a little while. Probably a lot of oil on the roads and stuff. And there was a few traffic accidents last night. So we actually got to go out and take some pictures, get some videos of those. So that was a good time. Got to enjoy that. Connecting, hanging out together. Y'all give me a minute. I guess you're going to get out and do this. Might blow my nose. My allergies will get me a little bit. I'll be right in just a second. Sorry about that, y'all. Allergy season's usually like around April and stuff, but also September it hits again, so it bothered me a little bit. I took an allergy pill this morning. Probably need to go get my allergy shot coming up sometime soon as well. I looked this morning, didn't have it scheduled, so I'm gonna call and do that here shortly. But yeah, it was a really awesome time for me and him hanging out, seeing what all we could find out there that was like live and happening news to get it out there. So just a little something we do for fun, also to help the community. All lanes of traffic were blocked in one of the accidents, so we told people just put it out there, told people to avoid that area, just due to that fact. So that's mine. So look forward to seeing y'all's, is hearing about yours, what you're grateful for this morning as well. So as you can see, also got a little bit of a chandelier back here in the back here. So vintage chandelier that I'm actually selling, that my grandmother owned. A lot of her stuff is a lot of stuff that she bought and resold. So I got to meet somebody this morning to do that. So this thing it's a really nice chandelier. I'll actually show y'all real quick. It's pretty cool. It's all got glass on it, the pink parts. neat looking. So okay, so go ahead and before we get started, go ahead and find somewhere that's safe for you this morning, just somewhere you can get comfortable. Uh, yeah, for doing our relaxation process this morning. Excuse me. As you can see, I'm in my van again. I'm up here actually about an hour from my house, my friends. So I just come out here in a van to do this with y'all this morning. He's still in the bed, so excuse me. So once y'all get somewhere, I'll give you a minute or so to get there. You can go ahead and close your eyes. Those of y'all coming on here right now, appreciate you. Appreciate you coming on this morning, joining me. All right, you should have had enough time to get there to your spot, wherever that's at. I actually suggest using the same spot if you can. Pretty much all the time, every day, if you can do that. I actually am probably going to switch, actually, y'all, to my considering switching to the passenger side. Thought about switching to the passenger side of my vehicle. I have an actual meditation spot in my house that I do meditation relaxation process. That chair that I sit in is the only place that I do that in. It's important something kind of set up for this. Uh, Not your bed. Being bed's for sleeping, obviously, but uh, in my opinion, anyway, uh, it's best to have a specific place that you do this at. But since I'm in my vehicle, we're doing it in my vehicle. I drive for a living. But to me, it just sets up it sets up the tone of what we're going into to be someone. So you know what? I'm going to switch. Let me do that and see if I can switch to go over here to the passenger side seat. You know what? I don't think I'm going to be able to. Let me see. I might be able to. Let me do that. Yeah, let's do that. That way, I'm only using it for this process. So I'll be over there in just a second. Hopefully that phone will stay where it's at. We'll see. If it falls, I'll get it back up. You'll have to reset it. All right, yeah, I like this. I like this, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so go ahead and close your eyes. It just takes some slow, deep breaths, breathing in your nose and out your mouth. Focusing on the breath. So what we're going to do this morning is just bring our attention to the breath. If you have any worries about the future, just fears, worries, and whatnot, just notice them, but let those go. And just bring your attention to the breath. Same thing with the past. If you have any regrets about the past, just let those go as well. And just bring your attention to the breath. As I often say, the past is, the future's not here yet. I can't predict the future, Maybe some of y'all can. If you can, definitely let me know. I'd like to hear that and see how accurate you are, if you're psychic or whatnot, or a visionary with a gift. I believe there's a lot of that out there, but I think it's probably mostly a bunch of baloney. But there's a few people, I think, in the world that probably can really predict with some accuracy. Continue breathing, focusing on that breath. Just notice the warmth or the coldness when it comes in and it comes in your mouth. Excuse me. It comes in your nose, out your mouth. The warmness as it comes in, the coldness as it comes out, or vice versa, depending on you, right? Depending on what you're feeling. Also, the sound of the breath, how it makes you feel when you take a deep breath. All this stuff's important to focus your attention on. If you notice, you'll maybe do a sigh like I just did now, maybe some yawning. That means the nervous system was activated in fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, and now it's coming out of that state, the parasympathetic state. Excuse me, coming out of the sympathetic state and going into the parasympathetic state, which is rest, relaxation, digestion. Obviously, food digests regardless of what state you're in, but it's optimally digested in the parasympathetic state when we're more relaxed and not stressed. Continue breathing. Now I want you to set an intention for your today, some kind of an affirmation. It could be every day, I'm getting better and better. It could be today, it's going to be a great day. Really anything. Today I'm going to do my best to grow. Today I'm going to do something that I'm uncomfortable with, outside of my comfort zone, to stretch my comfort zone a little bit. Whatever you choose that intention to be going forward into the day, but we're going to take that throughout the day today. Mine is going to be today is going to be a great day. And you can repeat that out loud if you want. You can repeat it just in your head silently. I choose, here we go. It's all about choice. I choose to make today a great day. Don't mean I'm going to face some challenging, because I probably will face some challenges, but at least I can put it out there to the universe. There's only two things I can control, and that's my effort and my attitude or response to situations that occur. So that's what I'm focused on right now. Choosing to make day a great day. No matter what happens, I can still choose that attitude or effort. It's the only things I can control. Can't control other people. I think you can. I can control other people, to be honest. I've done it before, manipulation and such, but what I have to ask myself is that loving? Is it from a good place? And probably not, right? If I'm honest with myself, in most cases, probably not. But I think I can influence others by being an example, being a light. I think that's really a positive thing, right? By my effort, I can do that. But I can't make someone else change, right? I can only lead a horse to water. Can't really make them drink. I'm sure y'all have heard that before. Oh, gotta get my reader back here. It's in the back. There it is. All right, so gonna do today is the full serenity prayer here in just a minute, but go ahead and take another breath, breathing in your nose, out your mouth, taking it in as deep as you can, and then on the exhale, just let it go audibly, releasing any stress or tension that you might be holding on to. And I'll be back, y'all. I need to actually blow my nose real quick. Shouldn't take but a minute, but I don't want to do it on here with y'all. Just a minute to go ahead and do that final breath when I get back. All right. So take it in, and exhale. And serenity prayer. It's going to be the full one today, like I mentioned. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardships as the pathway to peace, taking as He did this simple world as it is, not as I would have it. Trusting that He will make all things right if I surrender to His will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with Him forever and ever in the next. And that's from Reinhold Niebuhr. Interesting name. Not sure where that resonates from. Okay, so our reading today is going to be September the 30th. Oh, allergies are kicking my butt. Sorry, y'all. I was ready to confront my addict father. I wanted to let him know that I remembered every detail of all the times in my childhood when he hurt me. That way he could apologize to me and I would be healed. However, he refused to talk about it. He said it was water over the dam. I was furious. How could those wrongs be righted if he didn't admit them and tell me he was sorry? By applying the tools of the Al-Anon program, I slowly tried to accept the things I could not change, which is my father's refusal to apologize, and to change the things that I could, my attitude towards the situation. Lo and behold, just like we got through talking about, right? And I didn't plan this, y'all, I promise. I just follow every day that we're on here and just read. Don't look at it prior to the reading, just so y'all know it's a God thing. This happened a bunch of times this year, actually. And all this stuff relates to the recovery stuff that I talk about, relates to the steps. It relates to other things that I've learned as well along the way. So I bring it in. Sometimes the reading just speaks about it. Learning more about alcoholism as a disease taught me that my father wasn't a bad person. He was a person with a disease that made him do bad things. Practicing live and let live, keeping the focus on myself, taught me to attend to my own behavior. I needed to make sure I wasn't practicing the very behaviors that had caused me so much anguish. By seeking my part in the hurt that I felt, I learned that my old hold on the pain of the injury, not the injury itself, was what I could do something about. Eventually, I realized I didn't need my father's apology in order to get better. I could move on by praying to lose my resentments and to replace them with forgiveness. I'm going to read that again, y'all. It's pretty powerful. Eventually, I realized I didn't need my father's apology in order to get better. I could move on by praying to lose my resentments and to replace them with forgiveness. Thought for the day: forgiveness is something I do with my higher power's help, and I do it for me. I don't need anyone's apology to begin my healing process. By releasing resentment, I set myself free. That's from the book Courage to Change, page 289. Powerful, y'all. So a little bit about what spoke to me from this, y'all. Several things, really, but I'll touch on one. So one of them is really, it's not really about the other person, so to speak, as far as my healing goes. It's about me. It's about my resentments that I have, that I'm holding against the other person, that I need to work on, right? And until I let those go, healing can't really occur. So one thing I choose to believe is everybody does the best that they can with the tools that they have and the place that they're at in their current lives, in their growth process, wherever that is. So it's pretty powerful, right? Like, maybe asking for an apology is okay. And I've had a lot of people in my life, a lot of people apologize to me, right, for things they've done wrong. And I think that does help, don't get me wrong. But some people are not going to apologize. Like, it's just not going to happen, right? So I have to just accept that, accept the things I cannot change, right? It's what we talk about in a serenity prayer we prayed a minute ago. And the courage to change the things that I can. And the things that I can change is myself. Can't always change. You can't really change other people, places, and situations in my life. Depending on what it is, obviously situations in my life is something I can control. But other people, places, and things, though, I have to accept the power that I can't change another person. But I can take responsibility for my own healing and my own life, my own journey. And I did this, right? I had to release when I did my steps, step 1 to 9. I've been through 1 to 9 in my steps. And I practiced 12 on occasion, fair amount actually, step number 12. Spreading the message, right? That's what I'm doing right now, spreading the message of 12 steps in Al-Anon. But it's really for me, for me, it's seeing the person as did the best they could with the tools that they have at the time. Has really helped me shift my thinking and shift my life and my attitude, right? If I really embody that and take that on, like, this person's, never know what's going on. They could be suffering, they could be getting abused, they could be hurt, whatever, right? Don't really matter what it is. It's just not taking things personally. And I know that's really hard. Y'all, it was really hard for me for a long time. But I finally come to realize that just to love other people the way they are, and sometimes they're going to hurt me, right? Sometimes I might hurt other people. But a lot of times it's unconscious, or it's out of my own wounds or other people's wounds that this happens. Now, I'm not saying sometimes it's not intentional, but I still believe the reason it happens is because people are unconscious to their behavior and to what they're doing. Because what we do to others tends to come back to us, right, in some way, shape, or form. It's like a boomerang. What we put out, we get back. Karma, what I reap, I will sow. Call it whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so trust y'all got a lot out of that today. I sure did as well. This kind of is a reminder for me to continue my journey of healing, regardless if the other person wants to apologize or not for what they did. Say, I can ask, hey, I would like an apology, whatever, right? But it's more about me. So, like, I don't have to have that apology, right, to heal and do my healing work. I really don't. It's not required, but I have apologized. I do apologize for a lot of things I've done wrong to people in my life. Uh, but I don't expect other people to. Because sometimes they will, sometimes they won't, right? I mean, it depends. I've had some people that did, some people didn't. I think a lot of people, they realize their behavior, they did apologize to me. They realized it really did hurt me. Uh, but it's really about change, too, though. Apologies can be just empty words, right? You can apologize. I can apologize for anything I want to apologize for. And it may or may not be a real apology, right? My thing is apologize, but actually change the behavior. Don't let it happen again. Do my best not to let it happen again. So that's when real power comes and real change happens, when I can actually change my behavior. So, but as always, y'all, really appreciate y'all being here today. If you're just now coming on, I see a few of y'all just now coming on. If you missed any of this, definitely go back. This one is really powerful, y'all. There's a lot of good stuff in here that you can apply to your life and use it like right here, right now, today, to help change your life and live a better life. So, y'all take care. Look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. If you couldn't make it today, tomorrow will be the first day of October. So, looking forward to that. And as always, y'all, peace and love from my side. We'll see y'all soon. Bye for now.